in this webisode, we're going to be going over two insane pieces of data that are showing cryptocurrency is on track for one of the best months in history. And we're going to be going in detail about the Pi cycle top indicator, you guys, and what we discovered here will most likely make you extremely bullish. We'll show you why this month of August is actually very identical to here back in 2015, you guys, and the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are all on track to absolutely explode this month. While the possibility of revisiting these lower levels is a confirmation of this absolutely massive, almost 3-year symmetrical triangle breakout, that is a possibility. But in this video, we're going to be realistic, guys, and look at this cycle, because despite a pullback, this thing is most likely going to absolutely explode, and we're going to show you both of these insane data points that will most likely make you extremely bullish immediately. Wow, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to an extremely exciting Sunday webisode. We have a lot to delve into, specifically these two charts that will most likely make you more bullish than you most likely already are. And guys, with that being said, there is still a likelihood that we get a pullback to the very top of this symmetrical triangle that we just recently broke out of as a confirmation before heading higher. And what that might mean is actually prices potentially still going below 10K. But we honestly don't care about that too much, guys. The long-term trend is absolutely parabolic, and that's what we're going to be focusing on in this video. There is a lot to get excited about. We are seeing altcoins across the space, many of them what we talked about actually in T4. So you know my bags are pumping. I've made quite a bit in just the past week alone. But guys, this is absolutely just the beginning. There is so much room. We're not even 5% through this bull cycle, okay? We're at the very, very beginning of this cycle. Okay, we're gonna see cryptocurrency pass $1 trillion market cap probably even towards the middle or even the beginning of this cycle. So strap in, because we have a long way to go. If you're here now, you are still extremely early. And guys, as well, if you're new to the channel, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you get informed when we do post a new video. And towards the end of the video, we do have a little treat that you want to stick around for. But with that being said, because things are going to heat up extremely quick, so if you're here now, that's great, but make sure all your eggs are in the correct baskets pretty soon, because things are going to start picking up really, really fast, and you're not going to want to make those decisions with your portfolio, with your trades, with your accumulation, as we're absolutely skyrocketing. You want to ideally have everything prepared now. Huge. And with that being said, we actually did update my altcoin portfolio here down in current altcoin portfolio, the percentages, because guys, they definitely changed over the past few weeks. Absolutely massive. And anybody that's been following along with what I've been doing in these active investments has quite an absolute bag of pumpage right now, just like I do. Wow. And this is only the beginning. And huge. If you want to join T4V4, we actually just started a sale, 15% off when you use the code millions at checkout. Okay guys, huge. So let's actually jump into this first. This is the Puell multiple here on lookintobitcoin.com. So what I want to cover with this specifically has to do with where we are down in this range. And then as well, I want to look here on the Pi cycle top indicator back in September and August of 2015. So really going all the way back to 2015. But let's actually start off here with the Puell multiple. So let's see how it can be used. The chart above highlights periods where the value of Bitcoins issued on a daily basis has historically been extremely low. Okay, so when it enters this green box, which you can see right here, which produced outsized returns for Bitcoin investors who bought Bitcoin here. And it also shows periods where the daily issuance value was extremely high, the red box providing advantageous profit taking for Bitcoin investors who sold here. So basically all this shows is that if you buy down here, this has been proven to actually be amazing, some of the literal best times to be buying. And then if you sell here, this has been proven to be the best times to sell Bitcoin. And guys, as you can see here, like we did see back in November and December of 2018, as we were touching on like $3,000 per Bitcoin after we broke out of this pretty much year-long descending triangle here, where we went all the way down to about 3,000 US dollars. That was the last time we were really deep into this. But then back even in May, we actually dipped our toes all the way back in here as well, meaning most likely this is one of the best times to buy Bitcoin in the past few years. Okay, and what you notice now is that with that being said, we are extremely far away from this red territory, which is considered the best time to sell, meaning we have a lot of room before we get back up to this area where most likely you'll make a lot of profit if you sell. And with that being said, you can see now that is all with Bitcoin being roughly around 12,000 US dollars. So Bitcoin is currently over half of what its all-time high was, yet you can still see we have so much room here. Back when we were first touching on the prices that we are right now, back here in December of 2017, you can see we were already in this oversold area. We were already in this area where this is where you'd want to sell. But now we're in the exact same area, And no, it's actually not up here where the Puell multiple is. It's all the way down here. Again, that's just how a market cycle works. Everything evened out. So again, absolutely massive for Bitcoin. We're basically starting this run around 10, 11, 12,000 US dollars. Guys, where is the ceiling for this run? Is it 200, 300,000? Is it less than that? Or is it much, much, much more than that? And with that being said, I actually want to also talk about the Pi cycle top indicator here. Now let's actually do a quick overview. So for the past 3 market cycles, the 111 DMA moves up and crosses the 350 DMA times 2, which we see that it coincides with the price of Bitcoin peaking. Now I'll explain this a little more in detail. It is also interesting to note that the 350 divided by 111 is 3.153, which is very close to 3.142 or pi. In fact, is the closest we can get to pi when dividing 350 by another whole number. And it once again demonstrates the cyclical nature of Bitcoin price action over long time frames. Though in this instance, it does so with a high degree of accuracy over the past 7 years. So basically, what it's saying here is when this orange line comes and touches on this green line, that's basically saying that is when the market is topped out. Okay, you can see it was accurate back here in 2017 and 2018. It actually topped out right around November of 2017, but then we continue to go up actually another $15,000 for Bitcoin's price, or about another $13,000 for Bitcoin price. So it was fairly accurate within like a monthly time frame. But guys, what I want to draw your attention to now is this, is that currently we are nowhere close to this. In fact, we are eerily reminiscent to the same width of these two averages as we were back in the summer, the very beginning of fall of 2015, before we went on a 2-year massive parabolic run. And obviously no surprise here, I obviously believe this is very similar to back then, to the middle of 2015, okay? I think this is very similar to the middle of 2015, meaning we're about to go on a parabolic run. And guys, as you can see here, if we actually track this here, it's about August, let's say August and September of 2015. If we pull up the BLX chart, that puts us right about here, similar to these charts, okay? Bitcoin was trading about $250, very close to the bottom of this cycle, okay? And we had a massive rally for the next 2 years afterwards. So that's very important to know, guys. This is absolutely very exciting times. And without a doubt, I definitely think we're going to see something repeat here, okay? Factoring in, there are going to be pullbacks, but overall, this trend is absolutely to the upside. And guys, it's important to note that what we've been seeing over the past few months is altcoins exploding, actually leading Bitcoin. Okay, in many senses and in many ways, altcoins have been exploding in gains first, and then Bitcoin's been following, and then the rest of the market also follows. Not every altcoin has been pumping, but there are certain key ones that are. And guys, with that, I want to draw your attention to this. As you guys know, one of my biggest bags that's been pumping here is Chainlink. Currently, it's actually approaching 14 US dollars, so absolutely explosive. So very happy with this, and I expect a lot more price rise here as well. And if we switch to Bitcoin here, this is also really interesting because we're in this consolidation pattern really ever since the end of July here. Trading within this ascending channel, 15,000 is still the key breakout area to look for Bitcoin. And whether or not we do end up coming back down to this 10.5 to retest, or some people believe we actually could even go all the way back down to this 8 or 9,000 to retest this entire macro pattern. Again, either way, you guys, doesn't really matter to me too much. I am not concerned at all. And on this weekly, I think we're going to continue to see a lot of upside over the next, I mean, really, guys, this is so exciting because it's the beginning of a bull market, a bull cycle for Bitcoin. Again, if you have only been in cryptocurrency since 2018 or 2019, you've never witnessed this. And I only caught maybe the last 10%, last 20, 15% of the previous bull cycle back in 2017 that ended in 2017. So this is the first time that I've ever been involved in the beginning of a 2-year bull cycle as well. Who knows how long it'll go? Could be shorter, could be much longer than that as well. But overall, very exciting. There is so much money to be made. And guys, with that being said, it's so important to note that not only should you now be, allocating what you want in altcoins, preparing yourself for trading setups, and getting yourself registered on exchanges so that you can act when you need to. You want to have as many exit and entry strategies as possible. And if you do want to get trading, make sure to use our links below. We have some of the highest bonuses on YouTube. And all you have to do is to deposit that initial amount to begin trading. And then you can withdraw all of your profits, including the bonus. But it's just so key, guys. Even yesterday with Chainlink pumping, we saw Coinbase go down for a little bit. So that just perfectly reiterates my point. You want to make sure you have multiple exchanges that you can either exit or enter if you need to as the market pumps. You want to make sure you have everything set up now, guys. This is the time you want to do it. You don't want to be doing it 3 months from now when Bitcoin's maybe trading over 25,000 US dollars or Chainlink's over 30 or 40 US dollars or something crazy like that, right? That's not the time you want to be setting up exchanges, managing your portfolio. You want to be doing all of that now. Get prepared now, set up your game plan now, know what you want to do now. Because believe it or not, that's going to make a huge difference on who makes money and who doesn't. Because even though prices are about to explode, it might seem shocking, even though prices are going to explode, there are going to be people that lose a lot of money, even though that happens. There are going to be people that make millions and millions of dollars, so much money, if you play it correctly and if you're prepared. It doesn't take much to be prepared. You just want to make sure you do it now. But there are going to be people that, are unprepared. They're not on the right exchanges. They don't have the coins they thought were going to explode, and then they FOMO into them, when they're a few weeks from topping out or something like that. You don't want to be that, okay? The best way to prepare yourself for success now is to get started now. To have a game plan now, to have an exit strategy now, prepare everything now. Know what you're going to do. Okay, we talk about these insane, massive gains for crypto. Okay, so pretend that actually is happening, and then ask yourself, well, what am I going to do if this actually hits this price, or if it hits this price? Okay, that's something you can do now, and I would highly recommend that you do that now instead of waiting. So guys, huge, thanks so much for coming by, and as well, if you want to get 15% off T4 V4, where you can learn charting trading, you can follow my portfolio, because again, my bags are actually pumped real nice right now. Use the code MILLIONS at checkout. All you do is put that in at checkout. Okay, when you hit enter here, you just go here and then add coupon code. You put in millions right here, hit apply, and you see you get that % off. So guys, huge, this is the last video. We're going to be giving away this ledger in the next webisode, and we'll actually be shipping them towards the middle of next week. But as well, enter for that ledger, and then as well, we are going to be picking a winner tomorrow for $100 in Chainlink, and all you have to do is retweet the pinned tweet on my Twitter. You can see it pinned to the top right here. So if you just go to my page, it'll just be the very first tweet here. And all you have to do is retweet that, and you're entered to win $100 in Chainlink.